What's going on, guys? How is everybody? We booked our trip to Japan. We're going to go back to Japan at the end of March. I have some pretty exciting stuff that I've been trying to plan over the last year or two in Japan, and hopefully it all works out. So this probably will be Japan with a plan, maybe, but obviously things never go to plan, you know. But yeah, I bought a car over there, and hopefully we can do some stuff with it. I don't want to give away too much, but it's kind of something that we've been brewing, and obviously because of the pandemic and all sorts, it put everything on hold because I really wanted to get back a lot sooner. We've planned our dates and we're just going to try and go and see what happens again. So I was thinking, like, a lot of people are always asking about the merch. I was thinking maybe we should do a pre-order. So like next Monday I could launch the shop, leave it open for maybe a week or two, let everybody get their orders in that see that the shop is open, and then close the shop and then fulfill the order. So like just like a traditional pre-order. I don't know usually what the time frame is with that stuff, but I was thinking it would be pretty cool then to just give people maybe 6 weeks to get everything made and ship it out. As long as people knew and I was super transparent, so they're not like freaking out about time schedule, it would take the pressure off us, and at least then we'd know the demand that we have for the store. I think that would be a good way going forward if I just done pre-order releases. That way then people are guaranteed to get stuff. Open it for a while, send everything out, then close it, then like just take a break and go again. I'd really like to know what you guys think about that, because I do like packing the orders with the lads. We like doing that. It's just easier for us because people are ordering different things, and it's really nice seeing all the messages that people send us and write to us. So we like to keep it kind of personal. Over the last year and stuff, I've actually been so busy. That's why sometimes it's been patchy with the videos. They're not coming out. Basically, you're probably aware of this, but like I'm gone for like 12 hours a day. I work a full-time job. My job is like an hour and 15 minutes from where I live. So we get up at like 6:40 in the morning to drive to Arklow. Takes us an hour, and 20 minutes, and then it's an hour almost and 20 minutes back. Then I gotta drive from here to where the car is, which is almost an hour away. So like every day for like nearly since last April, I've been driving like nearly 340 kilometers a day just to go to work and then to work on the 8.6. So like what's weird is the 8.6 at the moment is like in this kind of, we've been working on the bodywork for the last year, like taking the car back to bare metal, fixing all the imperfections in that, and the backlog, the year and a half backlog, which has become kind of a meme on the channel, that has actually worked out in my favor, because I've been just editing, or I've been shooting like maybe for an hour or two every night, because we only get at it for like 3 hours. Basically I get to work on the car, I probably get there at about 7 o'clock at night, and sometimes then we'll work from 7 to like 10. It's not a whole lot of time, but it's spread out over such a long period. It's the only way we can do this. Massive shout out to my mate Jackie. He's been working on the car with me. It's up in like a top class spray booth. I'd be lost without him. He always wanted to paint my car. He said it to me years and years ago before anyone ever offered to do it. So he asked could he do it. So it's up there. But like I said, I'm getting at it for like 3 hours a night, maybe 4 or 5 nights a week. I'll actually put up a sneak preview of what the car looks like right now here. So here you guys go. I didn't want to release too much. Like I said, because the videos are far behind, I want to just kind of keep everything in theme with the timeline. It just seems really confusing, I know, to people that are watching this, because every other YouTuber like literally puts out content just like, you know, they'll edit something that they made on the weekend. I always like having a bit of a backlog, so at least I have a back catalogue to just make videos from. I never wanted it to be so far behind, but it actually really has worked out in my favor. So the videos are going to considerably jump along over the next while, because basically the last year is probably going to get condensed down into like 4 or 5 videos when the car is finished. Because I mean, I've just been filming, like I said, for a couple of hours every night, and it's just sanding and grinding and just trying to set everything up, and like we haven't really been messing around much. So there's going to be some videos that are just going to people's sheds and that, but mostly it's going to be all the stuff condensed down into like 4 or 5 videos. That's the idea anyway. So that's how I hope to unveil the car when it is finished, so then I'm not like hiding it just to you know, catch up with the videos. Some people feel maybe that I'm hiding the car and like, you know, I'm just milking the videos. I promise you I'm not doing that. Like, I'm trying to just put stuff out. Like, basically the whole format of how the Juicebox channel has worked since I started it is I would film something that happens on the weekend, and then that would just go into a folder, and then an episode is made out of that. So sometimes it could be just us messing about and like nothing really happens, but like I kind of don't realize that that's all it's going to be until I get to the folder. So I'm always trying to be a couple of videos ahead, but that kind of works out for a few weeks, and then something happens and then I'm back to square one. But I don't know, I hope that makes sense. So like the videos are still really far behind, but they will jump. They're going to jump because there's been gaps. If you're building a car like I am, I'm not like living in the YouTube world of like building cars for content, like high speed with this like well-oiled machine. Like I'm just a very regular individual that just like has a project that he's building out of passion. I'm really not even building this for YouTube. Like this is, even these YouTube videos are like a selfish, almost like build blog, like a build thread that used to be on the old forums. Basically, this is me documenting just the restoration of my dream car, and like having people along for the ride is a huge bonus. But it really is just for me. I can't wait to look back on this stuff in like 20 years and just go, wow, that was pretty cool. Like the car will be done probably in the middle of this summer, and then hopefully I can like land the backlog plane, and then everything will work out. That's my logic. So I hope you guys hang with me. Like things change on YouTube all the time, and then like I'm stuck in the past. So like, you know, with people buying and selling cars and doing all sorts for like the algorithm to work, I'm not sure what way it works for me. Like I've got like a steady like 25 to like 35,000 followers that watch stuff. Some people get pretty pissed off, which I can understand, because I've been basically building this car for fucking like nearly 5 years. So I understand if you feel like I'm dragging this out, but I'm not doing it intentionally. Like I'm just relying on other people, and I'm working around a very small time frame that's like between having a full-time job and a life, and also trying to run Juicebox and do all this. So sometimes just, you know, being a one-man band is definitely a bit overwhelming. Like I have the lads and they help as much as they can, but it's kind of how it's been. And I would love to set up a Patreon maybe. I've been thinking about it lately. I don't know how comfortable people would be with like supporting the cause. Like it would be a dream, because I've been doing Juicebox for over 10 years, to like jump in and try it full-time for a year and just see what happens. Try keep the genuine authenticity of the channel, and like go and visit more places around the world, go visit more sheds, showcase other people's stories with cool cars that are hidden away, and then document our own personal builds. I mean, being honest, Juicebox has been that since day one. Before I even had my 86, all I ever used to do was document my friends' builds on the website and go and visit other people's cars to feature them, and sheds, and then go on adventures. So it would be great to maybe dip my toes in it and go full time. I'm at distro like 7 years, and maybe it would be awesome to just jump into something that I've been slowly chipping away at for over 10 years. I know a lot of people write to me and say that, but I really think it might be cool to maybe do a Patreon and have just kind of a steady income between that and doing merch drops. Like I think it could be really cool. Like I have more cars in the pipeline that I want to build, that I've just kind of been keeping away from the camera in that. And if things keep going and people are still interested in watching what we have to do on Juicebox, I'd love to build more stuff. Like I'm very nervous that like a lot of people are just here for the 86, and when that's finished they'll just jump ship and like quit the whole Juicebox thing. And sometimes I do have a fantasy about just like pulling the plug on it when the 86 is finished, just end it on a high note. But I absolutely love making videos, and I love meeting people and meeting like-minded individuals and talking about like the passion for cars. And I know there's a load of people on YouTube that do that, so like that's a very like generic thing to say, but like I genuinely love Japanese, like I love Japanese car culture. I don't know why, like I can't turn it off. It's just the thing that gets me excited. As corny as it sounds, I loved it before it was popular on YouTube. I'm around this shit so many years, like nearly 20 years of just been obsessed with this and having the Juicebox blog and shooting photos and that. So I don't know, I really would love to maybe step it up and do more stuff and more collaborations. Like going to America really opened my eyes to see what was possible over there, but you don't really have that mindset in Ireland. Like you have the Drift Games guys, and I really admire how they're able to make a living doing that. But if I was literally able to like cover the costs that I'm like paying now just to exist, and like had money to like mess around and restore some cool old Japanese cars and talk about the history of them, and that I really am passionate about that stuff. Like the wall of magazines and DVDs and all that, like I really, it's a very personal thing, And it is weird making these videos and, you know, exposing kind of like the private life of my friends and mine on the internet. But it's been a blast. Like, I don't know, I'm definitely rambling here, I'm sorry. This whole video is supposed to be about Japan, but I've just been thinking about a lot of stuff lately, and it'd be kind of cool to just have a little one-to-one video. It's been a mad year, like 340k a day, like nearly 5 days a week just to work on this car. Like, as we get closer and closer to the end, it just feels like it's more and more difficult, and like I'd be lost without everybody that's helped me along the way, and Jackie and Flip and like Dougie and all the lads. It's incredible. And like, when the car is done, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, it's going to be fucking crazy, but like, I really hope that I can do more with it and enjoy it and go on adventures with it. But I don't know. I've made a Discord for Juicebox. I really wanted to do that a while ago, so I'm going to try figure out, what do you guys think? Like, should the Discord be part of the Patreon, or will I just have the Discord for everybody? It'd be nice to talk to more like-minded people. I try to reply to everyone on Instagram and that, but maybe having a Juicebox Discord would be pretty cool. So I'd love to know your opinions on that. I'd also love to know your opinions on like a Patreon, or maybe like a YouTube subscribe thing. I'm a little bit uncomfortable at asking people for money, but people always ask me, could they give me something for all the effort and stuff that I've done over the years? So like, if I kind of treated it as a job and still tried to keep the heart and soul of YouTube, or sorry, of Juicebox, I wonder, would it work? Maybe 2 uploads a week. I mean, I'd love to start driving more. I drove the BMW at my first track day a few weeks back, and it was absolutely incredible. And I just would love to get more practice doing that stuff. I mean, everyone that's been along for the ride that enjoys what we do, like, would you like to just see more of it? You know, I'm at this strange crossroads with the whole Juicebox thing, because I'm so busy with it that like, when the 8.6 is finished, do I just pull the plug, or do I just keep going with this and try and grow it more and do more stuff and just, you know, celebrate Japanese and just cool old car culture, because it's really the most passionate thing that I seem to be about in life, and I can't get away from it. But yeah, sorry for the huge ramble. I'm just very interested to see what you guys think. I'd love to know in the comments, because I do read all the comments, and I do love the kind of community that we've built around Juicebox and talking to people. And it's as I always say, I know I say it a lot, but I really am genuinely amazed with how many people have just been a part of this journey and have, like, you know, helped or just been along for the ride to see how this is going. I do apologize for dragging this out over 5 years. I didn't mean to do this, I really didn't, but it's coming closer to the end. There's a couple of more videos, and then it's a lot of progress with Barry and the arches, and then the car goes off then for paint. So like, it'll be interesting to see where these videos get condensed down. Should we do pre-order on the website next Monday and then leave it open for a week or two and then close it, and then take like 5 to 6 weeks to try and fulfill the orders? That would be great revenue to go to Japan and have more money to play with over there. And yeah, because we are going back for maybe 2 weeks, I think it is, yeah, 14 or 15 days. And I'm going to try and film as much as I can. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the last trip. I think that was a trip of a lifetime, but I'm going to try something a little bit different on this one, like, and see how it goes. Yeah, I always love hearing you guys' input on things. For everyone that watches the channel and made it through this video, I really appreciate it, as always. And thank you so much for watching. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm very curious, and take care. Have a good week. Goodbye.